What's the saying? Time flies when you're having fun. It also flies when you're very frustrated. And so we're kicking off this week with a little bit of annoyance, I guess we'll call it. I bought a gimbal, and it's a gimbal that's going to help stabilize some of the shots that I'm taking, especially as I'm trying to upgrade my camera. And so I bought the best reviewed one possible. I have spent the last 5 hours trying to get the thing to work, to get it to balance, either horizontally or vertically, and it hasn't been working for me, so I had to then pack it up. You know how complicated it was to pack up? It took a ridiculous amount of time to try and get the right, precise way to pack it up, because I'm going to return this thing, hopefully to Amazon, and get my money back, because I spent a good fortune on it. But this thing does not work at all. And so I was very, very frustrated with it, and it's kind of derailed my entire Sunday here. So hopefully the rest of this week goes well. All right, today is the 25th of March. It is just before noon. All morning I have been working on client activity, whether it's been updating blog posts, posting them on some of their websites. I've been posting in Facebook groups on behalf of different clients as well. It's gonna be a productive day is the plan, because I've got no meetings. And as you know, if you're followers of this video series and this playlist that we have, I hate meetings in general, but I hate Monday meetings and Friday meetings, because I find those are the days where I can get a lot of stuff done. All right, here we are Tuesday morning. I am excited. I got a notification that my new camera that I've ordered is now going to be shipping from all places, New Jersey. So it'll probably be here, I'm guessing, end of the week or early next week sometime, which is exciting for me. I love getting new technology, but that's exciting, and I wasn't sure if it was going to come. Interesting thing. Credit card. Transaction goes through, all that. And then it was like 30 minutes later, I get a call saying, we've declined your transaction from the credit card company. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on here? And he said, oh, Mr. Hanna, it's the fraud department. We think this looked maybe a fraudulent purchase, such a large amount, and we need to confirm your last number of purchases that you've done, because I've actually spent a lot of money lately. And I confirmed that, yes, this was me. I did everything. I'm like, oh, we're just trying to protect you. And I'm like, you're not protecting me. You're actually fucking annoying me and pissing me off. So I wasn't sure if it was going to go through, because I asked the lady, and I said, well, now that I've confirmed, do I have to redo the order? And she's like, yeah, you're gonna have to redo the order. It's not gonna work. So when I got the notification that it's shipping, I was like, okay, that's good, because I was about to replace the order, which thank God I'm not, because we're talking thousands of dollars here for this new camera, and I don't want to sit there and have two cameras show up. Obviously that's gonna suck too, but for the price tag. But I get people are trying to protect, people from obviously transactions that could go crazily, the wrong direction, or that might be seem shady. A lot of the stuff that they asked me is like, oh yeah, this purchase is, here in Windsor. Okay, well that makes sense. That's me. Yes, I'm spending money, but don't block it. So it makes me question wanting to, have that credit card with that company, because I'm frustrated by it. It's the same thing though I get frustrated too of all the two-factor authentication bullshit, or having to sign in multiple times. That has to happen. It's almost too secure now that it slows you down being able to log into systems and tools, the amount of protections that are happening. It's agitating, it's irritating more than anything else. So yeah, a little frustrated. Here in my office, getting myself packed up here for the day though, because I am going to be doing a coaching session this morning across town. Notice here in the camera that my hair looks like it's standing up weird. Gonna go, do a coaching session. Then I have a 4-hour gap before my next one. So basically, coaching session, come home, go out and do another 2 back to back. Then this afternoon. Okay, I'm excited for May when these coaching sessions become less frequent, getting more time back, less traveling back and forth. But then looking ahead is we gotta, keep the pedal to the metal and keep pushing. I had a great conversation with my dad last night, and I know that he's watching this because he tells me that he watches Pushing 40. It was cool kind of giving an update of where things are at in the business, learning a lot, having a ton of fun. And I think anybody who's trying to build a business right now, if you're not having fun doing it, you're probably in the wrong business. Anyways, I better go, get packed up, get moving. All right, we're going to do a quick little driving video here because, again, I've realized something on this Tuesday as I'm heading in to do coaching. I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. It's interesting that every time I end up going to a company here that is a plumbing company to do coaching, it's a rainy, gray, wet day. It's very odd that it always happens this way. So it's like Tuesdays is when I do these coaching sessions. And again, one of the companies is a plumbing company. It's the same company that I've done videos for before as well. But it's a wet day. Always. Always. For a year. Doesn't matter if it's been like summertime, if it's been wintertime, it's been in the fall. Here we are in the spring. It always rains. I've never shown up and had it been a sunny day, had it been, oh God, that guy almost just pulled out. What an idiot. It's crazy. Just absolutely crazy. All right, that's all I got to say. All right, it is Wednesday the 27th. It is just before 10 a.m. I'm getting myself packed up, ready to go for a video shoot for 3 hours. Nothing too crazy. Just, I'm going to pump out some videos with one of our clients. And then I'm hoping by the time I get home, I've got good news. And the good news is, by looks of the tracking, my new camera is in Windsor now. It looks like it came from Jersey, and it is in Windsor according to the tracking. So I'm hoping it gets delivered today while Raquel is home here to accept it, because my guess is they're not going to just leave it sitting on a doorstep. At least I hope not, for the price of it. Then it's going to be the whole, how do I start to figure this thing out? Like, what's some of the features, the functionality? How do I get the best use of it? How do I set it up? So my next few days will probably be mostly focused on that. But I look ahead at like some of the stuff that we've got going on. It's like, it's not that crazy. So like, actually the next couple of days won't be bad to do it. Like tomorrow I do a 4-hour video shoot where ideally I'd love to have that new camera ready to go. But because I'm not going to be ready and prepped on it, hey, I'm going to use this camera that we're using now. I'll prep it for that video shoot tomorrow. But it'll be good. It'll be good and exciting to kind of get into that. When I look at the rest of this week, though, it's like today's video shoot, tomorrow's video shoot, which is more long-form content that I'm doing with another client. And then on Good Friday, we've got a meeting with a future client that we're doing work for in April, just to talk through video ideas and see where they're at with what they want to do. So jump on a quick Zoom call with them. And then this weekend, I don't think there's necessarily a plan. There was some family Easter opportunities, but those were like way outside of town. And just with how busy the preceding weeks are, we decided it's not making sense for us to go and travel this weekend, next weekend, the weekend after that, and being so busy. So we're taking it as a low-key weekend coming up, which I'm cool with, because as I said, next week is a little bit nuts. Anyways, I'm going to pack up, get ready to go. Should be a straightforward day, but I'm the geeky nerd who just loves new equipment, so I can't wait to get that. Okay, so as I said last week, I had decided I wanted to invest in myself, and I wanted to get a better quality camera. Here we are. Look at this sucker. This is the Panasonic 5S Mark II X. This is as top of the line as you can possibly get when it comes to video recording, outside of going with a really, really, really cinematic camera. Got a big ass of lens on this thing. This thing's going to give us the ability to also live stream, which is going to be really, really cool for myself and for some customers. I can either live stream, directly via YouTube, or I think Facebook, or I can use an RMTP stream and I can put it to wherever I need to go. I could also just connect this thing directly to the Ethernet if I wanted to, at a router somewhere as a way to live stream. So there's multiple possibilities with this thing. The amount of different modes that this thing has is insane. Like, I'm going to be trying to learn so much about it as I'm trying to record with people. Now this thing is a heavy sucker. This is pretty big overall in terms of just like the look, the feel, everything that it's got with it. But this is an investment big time in the business. And I'm excited to use it. But the manual itself is 873 pages. That's how complex this thing is. But the quality is unreal. So obviously right now I'm not recording on that. I'm recording on my Sony. And for a lot of my day-to-day on the fly stuff, it's going to be the Sony. It's easy to vlog with, so much more straightforward. This is going to be more designed for those high quality, say YouTube video kind of shots that I want to do. The long form content. This thing's got a fan built into it. So it's going to be able to be what they call unlimited recording. So it's not going to overheat. I've had that issue happen with Sony's. It's happened with some cell phones that I've had. This sucker is going to make it that I don't have to worry about it. It's going to be a different thing to get used to as well, like having this massive lens on it. But the picture quality with some of the testing I've done today has been unreal. Again, if there's an opportunity to level up, that was the goal this year. That's the theme. Personally, professionally, I spent many thousands of dollars to get this thing, and this is going to be awesome to really can take our quality of what we do with our customers to the next level. So I'm excited about it. Like, I look ahead to next week with the recordings that we've got already scheduled. Even tomorrow, I might actually bring it to a session tomorrow with one of our clients to test it out, because we're going to be shooting a lot more long form, content. I'll give her a heads up that, hey, I'm going to bring the other camera as well, but we're going to try things. We're going to try and learn as much as we can, because again, next week is got a lot more videos to actually record and shoot. Some of them are running gun style. Some of them are going to be more static shots. So we'll be able to mix between different cameras. But at this point, like, I look at the cell phones, the GoPros, the webcams that I've got. I got multiple of those. I've got multiple cameras. Like, I am set up from a hardware perspective. I said to my wife yesterday, I think it was, that I don't really need to go and invest in more hardware or equipment anytime soon. I actually don't think I need to do it at all for the foreseeable future, unless I'm starting to bring on a team of people. Labor is going to be the biggest thing that's going to cost me the most now in the business. And so again, leveling up has gotten me to a point where, okay, on the hardware side, I'm good. Software, I feel like I'm good as well. Like, there's nothing more that I really, really want to add to it. So from a business perspective, we're just going. So it's about paying myself, paying Raquel, any contractors that we work with. And if we're going to bring on other employees, which the goal will be that as we try and hopefully grow and bring on more customers, we're continuing to take it to the next level. Stay tuned for some of the cool footage that we'll be able to record. Okay, so here we are. It is the, Thursday, the 28th. I was supposed to be in a half-day video shoot today. We're going to batch record some content with one of our clients, and unfortunately it just didn't work out scheduling wise. She had a lot of stuff on her plate and she needed to reschedule and postpone. Normally I would be like, okay, that's cool, like whatever, but I find myself a little bummed, and nothing against her. I'm just bummed because I wanted to use the new camera, obviously, and to start testing it and getting comfortable with it and doing a half-day video shoot with it. And so to not be able to do that, it sucks a little bit. Obviously, I gained time back, and that's important. So I did record videos yesterday before this camera came with one of our clients. And so I was able to, record a bunch. So I'll be able to edit and, get that stuff done and scheduled today. So that'll be my plan. But it sucks when you kind of have a plan, because yesterday I spent, I'd say, about 3 or 4 hours playing with this camera, getting really comfortable with it. Preparing, writing out everything we wanted to do in terms of today's video shoot, and then packing everything up, getting it ready to go. So then this morning I could just go. So it kind of feels like a bit of wasted time, especially with the amount of prep that I did yesterday for today's session. I might sound like a little whiny bitch right now. I think it's just because it threw off my groove. So having a pivot, obviously there's videos to edit, so I'm going to edit those videos, get that stuff out, get it scheduled out, I should say. I'll release some content. But then I look now, my plan, the way I had actually worked it, was that, doing the video shoot today, tomorrow being Good Friday, I've got one meeting with a client that we're going to start working with in April, and then my plan was to edit all weekend long. So now my whole Easter weekend, which we had planned to work through, is wide open. There's lots of other stuff that I can do, and I will work, but it's a bit more free now. The unfortunate thing is like we obviously live a little far away from where our family is, so it's a bit tough for us to travel. So we're not going to pop up now and go to the events that we said we couldn't go to because we initially were working. But yeah, we got a free weekend. So what do you do? But then I looked ahead and I've mapped out now for the rest of the year how everything's going to look. I should say not the rest of the year. I wish it was the rest of the year. For April, how it's going to look. And ultimately, feeling good. As I've said before, April looks busy. So next week, I've got nothing on the Monday the 1st. But then Tuesday, all-day coaching. Wednesday, 2 video sessions in the same day with then a consult for a potential new customer. Then Thursday, an event we're doing and recording videos. Then Friday, Saturday, recording videos. Then I got WrestleMania Saturday night, so I got to be home for that. I know my priorities. Sunday, WrestleMania again. Then we got the eclipse on the 8th. So then, obviously, that's something that's going on that we want to see. Then it's coaching and recording sessions on the Tuesday, the 9th. The 10th, all-day video shoot. We're going to probably shoot 100 videos. Then I've got this conference that I am speaking at that I've been promoting for the last little bit here and there. It was pre-recorded, which was cool, but now there's a live component to it where then it's kind of like this round table with all the speakers. People get to ask questions, Q&A, that kind of side of things. So I got to do that on the 11th. So outside of now this weekend and Monday, I don't have a free day until the 12th or 13th of April. So we're talking 2 full weeks from now. But they're not free because I've got all those video sessions that we're recording. So then I was looking ahead and thinking, okay, well, it's going to take me so many days to edit 100 plus videos for the fitness company that we're working with. Then we've got the roofing videos and then events. That takes me then that full next week and then some is busy. Just editing. So now I'm down to the 24th of April. We're getting to the last final week of April before I'm free. And that's provided that nothing else pops up. It's a good problem to have, but it is a problem. So, we're going to get through, obviously it looks like the next month, let's call it a month of craziness to then have May. I got to build a new schedule for May because my coaching is, dropping and that's changing to less frequently. But then we've got scheduled video sessions that we're going to do across these family of companies that we support and other customers that we have. So it's, again, building what that looks like for the summer. I'll say it here. We also have got at this point a couple of trips that we are thinking about. So with obviously those kind of in mind, there's planning around that needs to happen too. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting, I'd say, summer to see what happens here. It'd be great when Raquel's off and she's available full-time to help and support. I had originally started thinking about bringing on somebody else, but I want to see what full-time with Raquel looks like for the summer. And then at this point, I don't think then there's a need to hire somebody else unless it's like subcontract some sort of job if we need to. But I don't think we need to hire now until the fall unless it really, really, really ramps up, which you never know. I found that like this whole journey, I try to build my own business, has been a journey, right? There's the ups, there's the downs, there's everything in between. There's times where you're like, what the hell am I doing? Do I need to go get a job because you don't think any money's coming in? And you're like a little stressed, a little worried. Then there's times where it feels like everybody's interested and you got people coming from all over the woodwork, I guess you call it, right? Where they're really wanting to know more about what you do. The hard part I've found is that as I talk to people who are interested in working with me, it's then the lack of, let's call it funds that some businesses have. Like the people that would most benefit from working with me probably can't afford me. That is the full-on truth. And the people who can afford me, I'm actually probably not charging enough. So it's this whole lesson that I'm trying to like learn about, what should I charge for the value? Like, well, there's obviously a lot of things that I'm capable of doing, but I don't think for some clients that I have already, I'm actually charging enough for what I do. The other thing that's been, a challenge is the whole chasing for payments. There are customers that I've worked with or do work with that, need reminders, and trying to be chasing for payments is annoying. So I'm a little bit frustrated. I think I'm going to have to start to put on maybe like in my contract, like, hey, there's penalties of some sort, like failure to pay in full means that I'm either stopping or doing some sort of, additional, monies that's owed, like interest, I guess we'll call it. So again, learning a ton. I have a lot of fun doing it, but, hey, the next, let's call it 4 weeks, looks to be nuts. So we'll get through it. And I know some people think that I'm stressed when I say this stuff. I'm just saying it like honestly, like what's going on. Like I'm not doing it as like, oh my God, this is the worst ever. Like I hate what I'm doing. I love what I do. But I just want people to know who watch this, who are either part of my world or interested in becoming a solopreneur or a business owner in general, that it's not easy. There are ups and there are downs, and there are times where you're going to be learning a lot of lessons, and that's what this whole journey's been about. It's been about kind of building in public, learning a lot of lessons. The thing that I think I appreciate more than anything else is the time. Like here we are, 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm just getting going now with, working on stuff because got up late, kind of after I knew that I wasn't having to, record. And then Raquel and I had, nice pancake and bacon breakfast, which took time to make and then clean up. And then, by the time I shower, get ready to go, here we are. So, again, learning a ton, but I love the fact that I've got this flexibility. And to me, flexibility is the most important thing, because when you have that flexibility, you got that freedom, you're ultimately more fulfilled. Okay, so we are only probably about half hour or so since I last just recorded, and I did a little bit of a pivot. I decided to upload a couple of videos for myself and a couple of clients directly. Even though I have a lot of stuff scheduled, I have videos that I hold back to just kind of pop in that might make sense just based on the day. And so I do that a lot for myself too. Like I'll pump out a lot of content across all my channels, but then I decided, why don't I post a testimonial video? So I did that. So I had done this video shoot a couple weeks ago with Herc's Nutrition here in town. They've been starting to pump out some of the videos. So I wanted to give them some time to pump some of those out to see how they performed, and they've been really kicking ass, and those videos have been performing really well for them. So I decided, why don't I release that testimonial video from them? So we'll see what comes of it. Maybe nothing, but at least I get it out there and get to share more of that message about the cool day that we had together. Again, recorded over 100 plus videos in one day, and that was actually the ones that we finalized for them was 100 plus. We gave them 132 videos, recorded over 200 videos. Some of the videos then we shrunk down, chopped up this piece to move into this video and maneuver things around. But ultimately, it was an amazing day. And again, that one day of recording content gives them enough content for months if they're releasing content every single day. So then, if you look behind me, obviously I'm starting to do some editing and stuff now as well. And with the editing side of it, I am taking the videos that I shot yesterday with my client. We recorded videos for over 2 hours, and we ended up with, what was the number? It was 46. We had 46 initially. I've already edited some of the videos. And so 46 videos. I'm going to be able to turn these around really, really quickly because we've been working together for let's say 7-8 months. And so he knows what to say now at this point. Like I can just ask him some prompts and we're good to go. So we did 46 videos over the course of that time. And I think probably only 6 of them come out that are maybe not as good as I would like. So again, 40 finalized videos, get those edited, captioned, thumbnailed, and then scheduled for release on social media for them. Hey, making it easy. That's what this game is all about for me. And it is a game. But if I can get that done, hey, that's one thing off the list, and then I can move on to other things. And because I'm recording right now on the new camera, it gives me an opportunity to kind of play around with it, see what I need to tweak or change or adjust as we're going here as well. So it's really, really cool. Okay, it is Thursday, just around 7 o'clock, and we are finding ourselves missing hockey. Traditionally, we do Windsor Spitfire hockey games on Thursday nights. And sometimes they have them on weekends as well, but usually every Thursday we're going to a game. But because they've now finished the season and they lost and did not make the playoffs, we're missing hockey. Finding ourselves just a little bit bored here on this Thursday evening. The challenge being is that tomorrow's now Good Friday, so it's going to be quiet. There's not as much going on with Easter and all that stuff. So Raquel's just doing some, caption work for me with the videos that I edited this morning. And then once I get those back from her, then I kickstart my process of building the thumbnails and putting it all together so we can schedule them. So I'll be probably doing that over the course of tomorrow and Saturday, I'm guessing, for the latest videos that I've done. And then I've been watching some videos on this new camera and learning a lot about the different types of modes, the different ways you can configure it. There are buttons everywhere on this thing that I have not yet figured out what the hell that they do. So I think that's going to be kind of fun for us to kind of dig into as well. But yeah, we went for a nice little walk this afternoon. That was helpful. And then continue just to kind of get work done. And, there's always stuff to do. But yeah, just missing hockey. And I come on here to record this because, again, I'm trying to test out some new things with the camera and see how it all goes. All right, good morning. So today is Good Friday, and hopefully it is a Good Friday for us. By that, I mean that we are going to have a meeting here with one of our clients that we're going to be working with in a couple of weeks. We're going through some video ideas that I've come up with and some ideas that they've come up with to talk through and have a plan. Normally, I would not have a meeting on a Friday, but because this is a holiday, I did not think about the idea of blocking out my calendar because I just assumed that no one would book anything. But I guess by leaving it open, it left it to be booked via Calendly. So I'm taking the meeting. No big deal. I got nothing going on today, so that should be fine. We're going to do actually a lot of work today. That's the plan, though. We did some editing yesterday, so today I'm going to be finalizing some thumbnails for one of our clients and then scheduling that content out. And then got some administrative stuff I need to do here on this side. And then probably a pretty relaxing, low-key weekend really now at this point, which is good. I'm practicing out the new camera, trying things out, trying to get used to all the features and functionality and everything that goes along with it. There's a couple things I still need to kind of continue to dive into to try and figure out and understand. But overall, I'm hoping that the quality is great and that as I start to edit these videos, it is noticeably different in terms of what it's able to provide me with. But I look at, so today I'm supposed to have a delivery from Amazon, which I'd be surprised it comes today because, again, it is Good Friday, it is a holiday, but I've ordered a bunch more batteries and chargers for this camera because I want to be set up. So I bought this amazing gimbal, which is, again, highly, highly reviewed, the DJI RS3 Mini. I had done it initially to buy it for my Sony camera that I use, right? So my Sony camera, really, really good, high quality camera, and it's awesome for vlogging. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to get this, so as I go up on and I have a roofing job next weekend, I'm going to take it with a gimbal as opposed to just the handheld stick that I have, right, from Sony. Because this handheld stick, while it's good and helpful, it doesn't do any sort of balancing, so if I'm out there recording, it's a little challenging. So I got the gimbal. Again, this is the best reviewed gimbal on the market. It's supposed to be compatible. I spent hours trying to set it up. Could not get it set up, so I initiated a return with Amazon. I haven't yet dropped it off to get my money back because then I got this camera sooner than I thought. So I thought, okay, this will be great. I can just use this camera on this gimbal. That is incorrect. I also cannot do that. In order for me to get a gimbal that's able to handle the weight of this camera and to actually have the right connectivity option, because there's connectivity challenges between this and this other gimbal, I got to upgrade to one that is $1,400 if I want to stay within the same family of company. And again, highly, highly reviewed, but that's a lot of money. And I just spent thousands of dollars on this camera. So I don't think I'm buying a gimbal anytime soon, just because I forked out a ton of money lately. But I will in time, as we try and continue to level up everything that we're doing. But man, it has been a low-key week. And I think ending this week, as we are here, I feel okay. Yeah, I think it's been good. Next week, I said, is going to be busy. I just booked I haven't shared with Raquel yet, but I just booked my hotel for Vegas for my 40th birthday as well. So I was going to go for like a full week, but I've kind of decided just to do 4 nights. So we're just doing 4 nights that week of my birthday, and so looking forward to that as well. But that has been booked at a hotel I've never actually stayed at too, so that's obviously a risk. That maybe, the hotel sucks. I don't think it will, but it's a new place that I've never stayed at before, so I'm excited for that too. All right, let's get ready for this meeting in half an hour. All right, good morning. It is Good Friday, and we are out here for a walk along the Detroit riverfront.
Yeah, it's really nice out today. It's always good to get out for a walk on these beautiful sunny days.
Yeah, got up and did a meeting with some clients that we're working with in a couple of weeks, getting prepared for that. And then a little bit of work when we get home, but today trying to get the steps in. Mm-hmm. And we were trying to see boats, and that was a fail. You love your boats.
I love when the ships go by. It's my favorite thing.
Maybe we'll get surprised as we walk back now, and maybe a boat will come out of nowhere. Who knows? Okay, so here we are. It is Saturday, March 30th. It is a wet, rainy day outside, so there'll be nothing happening out and about. So we'll just be working away here on this Saturday. Got a few different administrative tasks to do. Some videos that I wanted to edit. Yesterday's plan kind of went up. And I don't know, we'll call it smoke. I guess we'll call it that, use that phrase. But I didn't really do what I said I was going to do. After kind of going for a walk yesterday with Raquel, then we decided to go out for lunch, and just for whatever reason, felt so exhausted. Then I went and had a nap for a few hours. By the time you have a nap, you wake up, it's like 7 o'clock, you make dinner, you watch some TV, and then you're going to bed. So an unproductive rest of our Friday, which is fine. Maybe my body was telling me that I needed it because I was really tired. I don't know. But today, wake up, have the energy, ready to go, and obviously record this video, edit some other ones, and do some annoying administrative tasks, as I said. The annoying administrative task is paying taxes. Government's got to get their cut. So we're doing that today, which is irritating. But nonetheless, it's an interesting kind of period right now. Again, the next couple of days, not as much happening. I get through the videos that I want to do now. I'm in a good space to kind of move forward into this busy week ahead, which then gets me a little bit torn. This new camera that I'm recording on, I absolutely love, and I haven't figured it all out yet, so I do want to record more content with it. And so I've got a plethora of ideas of videos that I would love to record. The question is, should I batch record some videos myself? To kind of pump some of this content out to get more experience with the camera? I don't know. It's something that I'm thinking a lot about because I love recording content, and I've got content that's like got me scheduled for the rest of the year. Do I want to sit there and mix it up a little bit? I think so. I'm really feeling like I need to shift up some of the stuff that I'm doing, and I want to really focus. And as I've used and I've thought about the word focus a lot lately, I realize, even though in some respects I've been really dialed in, like I've been focusing only on all-in content, I've been featuring other businesses or income streams, which has been great and it's been helpful. I've been still a little all over the place in terms of my social media. Like, yeah, I am posting across all channels, right? You're talking LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, those 5. And I started realizing yesterday is like, I think I need to apply the word focus as well. I've been at different times focusing on certain channels more than others. For a long period of time, I focused just on Instagram, and then Instagram, for some reason, is just not doing anything for me. And then I started focusing hardcore on LinkedIn. So hardcore, in fact, that I spent like almost $10,000 just on coaching and support on LinkedIn, and I haven't had the ROI from it. So therefore, LinkedIn, I gave up on focusing on that, even though I still post there, but I don't focus on it. Especially to the extent that I did. Like, I invested so much time into it as well, not just money. And then I started doing Facebook, and I started seeing success with Facebook. Facebook started yielding me business and people who were interested in working with me, which was awesome. But now it's gotten to this point where it's like, I don't see the ROI coming from it. It seems to have slowed down drastically. And I'm honestly, like, I spent a couple hours this morning while I was just kind of laying around, trying to feel like, where can I provide value on Facebook? As I look through my feed, I'm like, man, my feed is just, it's got nothing. Like it's all like full of ads. It seems to be people trying to sell me. So it's like struggle. TikTok has more been like a distraction than anything else. Like, yeah, I've gotten views, but I haven't got anything from it. So the last one that's left is YouTube. Now, YouTube is a hard one to master, but I feel like it might be the play. I might pivot to just doing YouTube and trying to build up a more intentional focus in terms of maybe even going live more often, but making all my content just for YouTube. I've got the camera, I got the equipment to do it. Everything else seems to not be as beneficial to me. Yes, I'm getting customers in other ways, but it's primarily through networking and connecting with people. So if I can do what I would love to do, and that's record more long form content, YouTube might be the play. Because I think about the fact that here we are, I'm going to say we are in the final stretch of this pushing 40. And initially I had designed this to be about improving my wealth, my health, and overall self. But as things have evolved, essentially what pushing 40 has become is me building in public and realizing that I'm very focused on the business side versus probably the health side, definitely. And the overall self, I haven't been as focused on as well because I'm putting everything into the business front because the business side is probably all consuming. And I think that's the nature of being an entrepreneur. So as pushing 40 gets into this ramp down period, because again, we've got about, say, 4 and a bit months before my birthday, and I turn the big 4-0, I'm trying to think about, like, what's next? Like, what do I want to do in terms of other content? And where can I provide value? And which channel should it be on? Should it be on my Chris Hanna channel? Should it be starting to turn content into something that's going to resonate with maybe what I have in all-in content? I haven't focused or promoted a channel there. I have shorts that are going up, but I'm not doing any intentional work there. Or do I need to create a new channel? So I think I'm bouncing around a lot of ideas at the moment of where I want to take things. And so stay tuned. I think that's all I can really say is I'm still figuring it out, but it's something that I know is going to be important to dial in, focus my efforts. Because again, you only have so much time. Time is that one resource. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can never get it back. And so I'm going to be focusing a lot more and more intentional, I think, as it relates to YouTube moving forward. All right, so that's it for this week's episode of Pushing 40, because all I'm going to be doing today is stuff behind me here, in just terms of being on camera, not on camera, editing videos, and maybe I'll do some on-camera stuff later on. All right, have a good week.